Well, well, well. I didn't talk about only fleets in the Alliance tier list. I have to mention them now because there was like a massive brawl in T8T-RA. Let's show it on the map, guys. And I think only fleets deserve the respect. I should have put them in in the tier list. I think they're definitely content-wise like a B tier list at least. Alliance. Sorry for not mentioning them. I mean, I know they're really hot in 2026. I had a comment telling me about them, and yeah, I have to mention something about them because if they can make battles over with 2 trillions or something destroyed, it's definitely mention them or have them noted in the tier list. Now there were this battle in this system T8T-RA where 2.6 trillion ISK was destroyed, 1800 ships turned into dust, and yeah, we're gonna break down the absolute bloodbath that went down in this constellation. Querious, and we have on Team A and Team B, which I'll have them here noted. We got Team A, which is gonna be only fleets accompanied by weapon of mass productions, against Wings Freedom, accompanied by Chongai federations and a couple other alliances. Also, they have a couple of alliances, but I'm just gonna mention those two. And yeah, no big freaking initiative goon swarms or massive fraternity. There were none of them here in this battle, so it's quite impressive that they managed those guys to get such a big brawl to happen. So props to them. Yeah, Team A Supercapital Umbrella collided head with a massive dread bomb from Team B. So Team A is gonna be only fleets and weapons of mass destruction, and Team B is gonna be Wings Freedom and Chongai federations for the reference. Both sides brought their absolute best. But both sides also just bled heavily. I mean, let's look at what went right, what went wrong, and what both coalitions can learn from this massive 4-war Meatgrinder. Let's start with the defenders. The Team A, they won the ISK war. It was 58% efficiency, and it came down to a phenomenal grid control and utilizing their home field advantage. They weaponized the Citadel. They didn't just drop their Titans and Supercapital in open space. They anchored their defense around fully armed Citadel. The standard super heavy torpedoes and anti-capital missiles did massive passive damage to Team B dreadnoughts, while the super reloaded. This is also what Team A did great. It was a subtle but massive brain play. Team A brought a massive wing of vigils by using target painters on attacking dreadnoughts. They allowed their Titans and Super Curious to apply maximum damage, completely melting the attackers, and also had the grid supremacy. They just cheap out the subcapitals by fielding high-end pirate faction sub battleships that I have, yeah, Machariel or yeah, pirate faction battleships. Did I say Titans? I thought I said Titans. No, Machariels and Nightmares. For some reason I was like, what? No, those are battleships, and to apply maximum damage and completely melting the attackers. Yeah, they completely dominated the subcapital fight, and tear down tier base supports ships while the capital slugged it out. And I mean, let's look also like at Team B. Yes, Team B also lost, which is weapons of mass production. They lost the ISK war, but they secured the hardest kills in the game. You don't just kill Titans in Super Carriers by playing safe, and Team B just executed their drop with massive Ruthless. They committed to like the heavy wood. They didn't just drop to the standard T1 dreadnoughts. They committed dozens of insanely expensive. What is that dreadnought? I think I have it. Yeah, yeah, here you go. Zirnitras, and they use also Revelavin Navy issues. They knew they needed to break a massive remote repair tank on Team A's Supercapital fleet, and they brought the raw DPS to do it. They had the focus firepower, fighting like a massive TiDi under a hostile Citadel, and an enemy super fleet is terrifying, but Team B just fleet commanders kept their dreads focused. They successfully traded dreads for Titans and Hells too, which is a strategic victory, even if the kill board turns red. And they had a layer DPS. They brought like Raven and Sacrileges was definitely a smart choice. The missiles apply consistent damage regardless of tracking issues caused by TiDi or enemy war, and ensuring that even their subcaps were consistently contributing to the capital fight. Even though the Team A won the ISK war, it just looked like they had like a massive black eye. They lost Titans like the Leviathan and Ragnarok, and a fleet of Hells, like I mentioned before, while fighting under their own Citadel, usually points to positioning errors. If supers get bumped off tether or out of remote range, they die quickly, and tighter formation flying could have just saved hundreds of billions of ISK. And about the escalation timing, Team A eventually dropped their own Navy Dreads and counter-drop the Team A B, but the fact that so many super died means that the counter escalation might have just been too slow, and in TiDi getting your saving force into the system 5 minutes late can cost you a Titan. So yeah, on Team B, if I have to just, you know, say something about them, Team B got the glory kills, but their butcher build was like staggering, and here's where they can just struggle. They fighting like in the enemy castle, dropping a dreadnought directly into an arm keeps for desire is just essentially a suicide mission, unless you have like a subcapital numbers to completely defang the Citadel, you know, killing its fighters and missile launchers. Your dreads are on strict timer before the station deletes them, so I think that was one of their mistakes, if I have to criticize them a little bit. And the lack of Supercapital hammer, Team B tried to fight a Supercapital fleet only using dreadnoughts and subcapitals, while a Dreadbomb is great for like a quick gang. In a sustained 4-hour brawl, the super carrier will eventually win through attrition. So yeah, Team B just needed their own Supercapitals to fully break Team A's hold on the system. It was an interesting battle, to say the least. I guess, I don't know, you could see it in both ways. I see this as only fleets winning because they managed to defend their structures, but Team B also got pretty good counter damage. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this battle. It was interesting to cover. Let me know if you know more insights about it or some stories about it inside. I'm interested to hear a little bit more about it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. And Kakala Asanari is gonna see you into the next video. Bye bye.